Right, Saturday night, 8 p.m. I'm back home after picking up my Amazon shift at 6 p.m. I was booked in for a 4 hour block, paying £70. Net, I get out of that £60 when you deduct likely usage of fuel and pay as you go insurance that Amazon provides within the app. And so I'm back home within 2 hours, dude. I love this kind of work. It's great. I can't get enough of this damn stuff. I'm addicted to it. Now, I'm sure this might be beneath you. You have a better access to be able to monetize your time, your labor, whatever, and more power to you if that's the case. Great. For me, I just think access to this gig economy work is great. I keep saying what a time to be alive because just via an app on your phone, you have access to unlimited work. Whatever amount of work you're willing to do extra, you have access to it. And it's great. So, I mean, it's like a hack actually. These shifts on an evening. I don't know if Amazon are aware of this. I'm sure they are, but like you go to pick up one of these evening blocks, and like I say, it's scheduled for 4 hours, £70. You scan the route, and it'll be 1.5 hours or 2 hours. Sometimes 2.5, but rarely. The way that it works is you drive to a depot. There'll be indoors or outdoors. You just drive in, show your driving license at the gate, drive in, park up. Somebody wheels out a cage to you with Amazon packages on it. You scan each one into the app. It will tell you if they're all there. If they're all there, you hit go on your phone, drive away. The app will direct you. It will show you a route. This isn't where I live. I just got this image off the internet. I'm not Scottish. It will show you your route like this and then give you turn-by-turn directions. Amazon has their own inbuilt map which knows where all their customers are. 99 times out of 100, it'll get you right to their doorstep. It's better than Google Maps. And then when you arrive at the customer's door, it'll tell you where to leave the package. Now, even with the latest version of the app, it shows you photos of the customer's front door and all that good stuff. So now, after doing this, at first it was difficult. First it was tricky, difficult. I thought, well, I'm not going to get used to this. Just figuring it all out. Now I'm a pro. I mean, compared to the average Amazon Flex worker, I must be one of the best. I mean, come on. But it's just so straightforward. I rarely encounter a problem now, and it's great work. You must think I'm crazy, right? But what I'm actually addicted to, is gamifying the ability to make not an infinite amount of money. Obviously, it's low paid work, but I guess a kind of infinite access to low paid work. You could put it like that. Infinite access to low paid work for just the number of hours that are in the day, because I'm gamifying making money, and it actually is good for me. I like it. And that's because if you can put your money into appreciating assets, even with a shitty 10% annual interest rate, okay, which is what the S&P 500 has returned, even including the black swan events of the financial crisis and 9/11. Okay, if you can just do 2 Amazon shifts a week, which is like Saturday for 4 hours and Sunday for 4 hours. And like I say, it's not even that. These evening shifts are super easy. It's like 2 hours door to door. Okay, do that just Saturday and Sunday, or do it 2 nights. Just find 2 nights a week to go and deliver a few boxes. That makes you £500 a month, even at the shitty 10% return of the S&P 500. That's £100,000 that you'll have in 10 years. But if you gamify that and you try to speed run it, okay, let's say you can do double that, because, sorry, we don't put it up here. Start with the 1,000. If you gamify this 1,000 and then manage to get £1,000 a month, so that's 4 shifts a week, okay, of low paid labor. Hopefully you can do something better. Then in 10 years you have 200 grand because you hit the 100 at year 6. You see how it works? And then it's just 4 years to the next 100. So by 10 years you've got double the amount of money. And let's say we can actually get 15%, which the S&P 500 returned 14.8% return over the last decade. And as Zoomers, with the dawn of AI, we can, expect to demand at least what the S&P 500 returned over the last 10 years. Then in 10 years, that's £280,000 just for 2 Amazon shifts a week. Literally a few hours on a weekend when you'd otherwise be doing nothing else. So this is exciting. So I'm speed running it. What can I make extra per week? No, let's look at this again at the 15% that I expect the S&P 500 to return. Okay, and you have to bear in mind that through doing this, I've already made my first 100 grand and more. Okay, but I've shown you proof of investment that I've already made the first 100 grand. So I've already done the hard bit by hard work and luck. I've already speed run the first 100 grand. So look here though. I mean, if you can speed run it, the more and harder that you can work in the early phase, the quicker you get to those big bucks, and then it only takes a few more years to really start hitting the big bucks. You're at $1 million then if you can keep continuing. Fair enough, you might not get the 15% for the full 15 years, but the S&P 500 delivered 14.8% for the previous 10 years, so why can't we expect it? So the moral of the story is infinite amounts of low-paid work is available to you via your phone, okay? The immigrants know this. Yeah, the immigrants know this. If you don't want to do Amazon shifts, you can sign up for Just Eat, sign up for Deliveroo, and sign up for Uber Eats. You can do that all at the same time. You get all 3 apps on your phone. Okay, get all 3 apps on your phone. You switch them all on at once, and then your phone just starts pinging with offers from each of them. And then this is just local. Okay, you'll never travel further than like 3 miles from the local KFC. Wherever the local restaurants are, the KFC and the McDonald's are probably the most popular, and the Burger King and the Pizza Hut. Wherever they are, you won't travel more than like 3 or 4 miles from that. Okay, so that's the option to get a little scooter if you want. And basically, dude, this work is also, by the way, between you and me, but also legally, this work is also basically tax-free, okay, because it's self-employed work and you get to claim expenses against it. So, I mean, I can talk about that in another video, but basically the expenses of delivery work, okay, with a little bit of creative but legal expense, record keeping, you can pretty much do this tax-free, okay, tax-free. And when it comes to Amazon, so you get to keep all your money. And when it comes to Amazon, there'll be plenty of offers. The busy period begins kind of now. The busy period starts now. There'll be plenty of offers like this. The base rate pay is like £16 an hour. And like I say, you don't earn much. You rarely, once you've got the hang of it, you don't spend out 4 hours delivering packages for a 4-hour block. Okay, the maximum that I spend from when clocking in on a 4-hour block, okay, even if I get given a 4-hour block, from the time that I'm picking up the packages on the cage, okay, 99 times out of 100, from when I first start scanning those packages in to when I'm putting the last one at somebody's doorstep, is 3 hours maximum. Okay, every single, 99 times out of 100. So, look, this is my Amazon experience. And yes, I deliver to shitholes, as well as, doing like postman pat work up in the countryside. Okay, delivering to the shitholes makes me feel more grateful. Okay, it's not, I don't mind either way. Either way, delivering to the shitholes makes me feel grateful for what I have, and then delivering to the nice areas in the countryside makes me feel like I'm having a good day out. So I'm thriving off of this. Okay, what a time to be alive. Okay, you can either have the mindset of that. You can either have a loser's mindset or a winner's mindset. And really, what the mindset that you have is how you will perceive the world. Like the world. Yes, there's all the problems in the world. None of those have changed, but I can't do anything about them. Got the t-shirt, tried, got the t-shirt. I can't do anything about it, I'm afraid, okay? But the world, okay, and how you experience it is like a mirror onto your mind, okay? If you have a terrible mindset and loser mindset and a dark mind, okay, where you feel dreadful about the world, then that is the world that you will experience. So, as a man, you have to gamify the world. You have to feel like you're making progress, like you're able to succeed. You have to set yourself a 10-year plan, which is what I did. Set yourself a 10-year plan. Gamify it. Even if you don't start boomer investing like this and watching your gains slowly grow, then you could do what I do and just YOLO into, I don't know, fucking quantum stocks or something retarded like that. One of them might moon, and you end up sat on 100 grand, by this time next year. You might get lucky like I did. And then, it'll be exciting, whatever. Anyway, that's been the video. There's infinite amounts of gig economy work out there for you. And all it takes is to accept a small amount of it. And if you have better offers, do that. If you don't have any better offers, why not join the party? Okay. Okay, thanks for watching. I appreciate you.